Later, it was the turn of the men in Sestrieres, Italy, where the second Super G of the season took place. Last year's overall World Cup champion Marc Girardelli was looking to improve on his 18th place in Val d'Isère. Instead, he met with disaster.
Marc Girardelli, the overall World Cup leader from last season, in fact the defending champion. But oh, and yet another look at that, and straight out on a crashing fall for Girardelli. Now let's hope he's okay on that, because that's where you start to carry the biggest amount of speed. I was just about to say that he was a disappointing 33rd on Saturday. Now, comes round the blue control gate. You can see there the weight a little bit too much on that left inside ski. It should have been a little bit more. Now he transfers, and the backs of the skis just cross, and his skis go from under him. That's a very, very slick piece. He goes into that netting, but that fencing is really not there to support the racers. It's not a point where the coaches would have suspected that anybody would go out, and I just hope that Marc Girardelli is okay.
Well, bad as that fall looked, Girardelli was lucky enough to get away with severe bruising of the back and kidneys. Before too long, he should be racing again. And so it was left to one of Girardelli's great rivals, like Maria Valliser in his final season, to chase the early pace setter Lars Eriksson. Pirmin Zurbriggen looks as though he too is going out on a high note.
Now, can anybody take the lead away from Eriksson? Perhaps Zurbriggen today hasn't won a race, but his score sheet pretty consistent. 6th in the first race in Fredbo, then 7th, twice 2nd, 7th. Lost the ski and was disqualified in Mont-Saint-Anne in Canada, an unhappy weekend, and then 8th in Val d'Isère on Sunday. And that's really quite good skiing there from Zurbriggen. Remember, he's the defending champion in this World Cup discipline. Coming to the check, 54.75, still that fastest split there by Eriksson. And he's quicker, Zurbriggen quicker on the top by a lot. He's now something like 0.27 up on Eriksson. Now, can he maintain this down to the end of the course? Cheers coming up from the crowd. And Zurbriggen really beginning to fly down this course now. 7 Supergiant Slalom victories in his career, but this is possibly victory number 1. The advantage at halfway. That's the time he has to beat Zurbriggen. The last couple of gates, 1:37.50 of Eriksson's on the left, and he's there by 11 hundredths. And Switzerland have the lead in the shape and form of Pirmin Zurbriggen. The speed he earned right out of the gate on the top. Very decisive. Lost a little bit of his advantage on the bottom part, but that's good enough. But now, the long wait for the others that come down.
The look says it all. Shy he may be, but on course he's got the heart of a lion. And when he quits, we may not see his like for a very long time indeed.